What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Killer Keemstar, and I'm here with...
Only Use Me, Blade.
This is the BadKidCast. This is the cast that's available on iTunes, Android, and YouTube. It's the audio cast that you listen to while...
You game.
Fucking cunt.
What? Please upload all this, because this is funny.
No.
Please.
This is stupid.
This is awesome. Go.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Killer Keemstar, and I'm here with...
Only Use Me, Blade.
This is the BadKidCast, the audio cast that you listen to while you fucking... That's your line.
What do you want me to say? While you game, or do you want me to say game?
Say while you game.
Well, then okay, then don't say while you and then get mad at me.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen?
Please upload this.
No.
Just let them know the struggle. The struggle's real.
The struggle is real. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Killer Keemstar, and I'm here with...
Only Use Me, Blade.
This is the BadKidCast, the audio cast that you listen to
While you game.
We are available on iTunes, Android, and...
YouTube.
That's right. And today's guest is...
Let's talk about the sponsors.
Well, we have a guest, but... Fucking... Why couldn't you just say the fucking guest?
Well, I thought we were doing
Fuck it. This is the cut. I don't care.
Yeah, just...
This episode is brought to you by goodatstudios.us. It is a community of positive networking between inspired writers, bloggers, podcasters, anybody that has like really good talent. They've all kind of come together as a group using each other's, what do I want to say, content, creative fuel, fusing together to make awesome content. It's a really cool thing. So if you are an inspiring entertainer on the internet, check them out.
Landed it perfectly.
Who do we have for a guest?
We have the one, the only Black Worm.
Are you ready to start this show?
Perfect intro.
Let's get it going.
Bam. Yes. Golden. Please use that.
We're back. And ladies and gentlemen, we have the Worm.
Yeah.
So, if you guys don't know who Worm is, Worm has started a trend in Call of Duty that makes all hardcore Call of Duty gamers
I would not
insane.
want to. I wouldn't want to get in the lobby against that. That shit would be annoying the fuck out of me.
Today I was playing COD, and me and So Close to Toast, we were trying to make a Sparkles the Gay Rapper video. And by the way, trying to make a troll video at the end of COD season is impossible. One, everyone knows who the fuck you are. And two, like, the only people that are playing COD are people that know who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
And so anyhow, I ended up in this match, and these people were talking shit. And they were like, stay here. One of them was like, stay here. Let's play this. I'm like, come on, Toast. Fuck the trolling. Let's beat these guys, right? Dude, it was on grind, and they all camped in the fucking bathroom with fucking riot shields. It was miserable.
The thing that's frustrating about it is, like, it is a legitimate way to play. It just annoys the shit out of people, though.
Some people still might be confused. Worm, tell us exactly your style of gameplay and what your channel's about.
Oh, man. Okay. It's camping. It's not camping like, oh my god, trying to get kill streaks.
It's camping on another fucking level.
Yeah.
It's camping. It's a mixture of a lazy person and camping. Like, you know, it's not like locking down a whole area. It's camping to the extreme, like the least amount of movement possible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the fucked up part is it's not like I created this stuff and I wanted to like do something with camping. I don't even know if I fucking created it. It just happened out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because what I would do is in Modern Warfare 2, I would plant the claymores and I would hide behind the shield, but you couldn't plant it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then in this one, my brother, who camped the fuck out of it was on standoff. The first time we ever noticed it is I was hiding behind the shield, and he'd run up and blast people as they would come up. And then I was trying to hit him, and I hit right trigger, and I found out you could plant it. And that's when it just all began. It was pretty much tower defense. You know what I mean? It was just...
It's so, I mean, when obviously, okay, like I do the knife only thing. I don't think that I didn't start knife only. There's people that are doing it before me. There's people that camp before you.
Right.
But I get blamed a lot. Like a lot of times people go, dude, I got in a lobby and motherfuckers were knifing and it was so fucking annoying. Fuck you. And I'm just like, I didn't start that shit. Like people can play however they want.
It's so bad. Like people will come up and be like, I get hate mail every day. Yeah. You faggot. You fucking, the best part about it though is when I play games, it's usually to aggravate people. You know what I'm saying? Like on Halo, right. I'd be that dude with the sniper and the shotty waiting under the fucking bridge, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just whatever I can do to really. It's so funny raging.
See, the thing is everybody hates on campers. Everybody says, you know what? You motherfuckers are ruining the game. Run around and play. Run and gun. That's how you're supposed to play. That's what makes the game exciting. Quit fucking camping. Quit being cheap, right? You were able to take that thing, right, that everyone hates and just do it on a whole nother level. Like setting up all this shit in the room, sitting there with your riot shield shotgun. Like, when I saw the first Worm video, I was laughing hysterically because you were doing something that most people in this Call of Duty community would be like, dislike, fuck you, unsub, but you were going so extreme with it,
and you were owning it too.
That it was hilarious.
Yeah,
well, the funny thing is well, it's not even funny. It's just be honest with what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like people are like, are you fucking camping faggot? And it's like, yes, I'm a faggot. I'll camp. You know, well, not literally faggot, but just taking whatever they got and just admit to it. Like Thunder, when I was talking to Thunder one time, he said, and I quote, "Blackworm, you've taken camping out of the dark corners and glorified it." And it seems like, I guess that's what's happened. I don't know. Everybody's like, I love to camp. I didn't ever meet another person who liked to camp.
The first time I've ever seen anything like that, and just Duranker would run around with a noob tube and hardcore and just murder people, right? And they would get so angry, and he'd be like, dude, there is a fucking bazooka available in this game. Why wouldn't I use you? You're dead. I'm alive.
Plus, there's always like some kind of counter to it. Like, if someone really wanted to, they could just chuck EMPs at them, like, underneath or something. Like, there's always, like, some kind of counter to it. And also, like, when I go into, like, I do a thing where I go into gun game and knife people. So people know that it's impossible for me to win the game. I'm literally doing it just to piss you off. And it's just like, the thing is though, if someone gets pissed off at me, I get to laugh at them and be like, dude, this is a game that you're worried about that you're not even good at. Like, why are you tripping out on a game you're not even good at when I'm doing something and I'm like at a disadvantage, you know?
Right. Well, that's another thing is I don't claim to be good at this game whatsoever. So if I'm gonna fuck you up behind the shield and then people say I'm a faggot or whatever, if you got fucked up by somebody who sucks at this game, that just aggravates people even more. You know what I mean?
And plus people like that, like people that annoy people, like the snipers, shotgunners, camp, whatever the main things that annoy people. That's only there for the first year. Because once the new Call of Duty goes out, like I think most of those people migrate to the next game. Like I don't think in a month when everyone's playing Ghost and no one's going to be playing Black Ops. Well, people are still going to be playing Black Ops 2, but it's not like there's going to be people back on Black Ops 2 doing what you're doing, or at least not as common, you know?
I want to hear the Worm intro because that shit fucking cracks me up.
What's up, motherfuckers? The Worm!
What does that remind me of? That reminds me of an actor. I'm trying to think who that was.
I don't know.
It's kind of a Bobcat Goldthwait.
It's the
Worm! Godfrey or Dave Chappelle. That's what I get all the time, those two.
Yeah. You know, Dave Chappelle got into a lot of shit lately. So apparently he like showed up late to his own show, and then like he was doing the show.
This is years ago.
No.
He's got a new show.
Listen, he showed up late to his own like comedy special, like where he's performing in front of people. People like paid a lot of money to go see him or whatever. He showed up late to it, and then when he went up there, he was like just like smoking weed and smoking cigs like on the stage, and kind of like not giving a fuck. And then people were kind of like booing him a little bit. He's like, "Fuck you! You paid to come see me," and then like walked off.
Well, I know he's one person that he absolutely hates hecklers.
Yeah.
And if somebody heckles, he'll just fucking troll him back. Actually, he just sits up there like Andy Kaufman.
Yeah.
You know.
I met him in real life. I was working at
Andy Kaufman or Chappelle?
Chappelle. I was working downtown Buffalo, and he was doing a show in town, and the strip in downtown Chippewa is like where everything happens, right? Our hotel, or our office was right above the bar. It was the greatest thing ever. And the guy that owned the office was a nightclub owner. So if we would do really good in the office, I was like one of the best, right? I would get VIP passes at Level Nightclub. So it was an awesome hookup.
Have you ever seen two things? Have you ever seen when like a performer that you would like to see, and you see them, they're like coming to the show, and you look at the date and the date already passed?
Yeah,
that shit's happened all the time. Like you'll be taking a piss at a comedy show, and then you look up and it's like JB Smoove is coming. I'm like, that guy's hilarious. When is that? And it's like, oh, it was last month. Like, fucking take this down. And another thing that sucked is one time I went out to a concert to The Weeknd, right? Mm-hmm. And next door to the venue of The Weeknd, this porn star named Alexis Texas was dancing at the place next to it, and I was like, I would fucking go, but I'm going with the girl to The Weeknd concert. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
You know?
So anyhow, I'm up in my office, right? And I'm looking out the window, and there's this black dude skateboarding down there, and he gets stopped by these people, and I'm like, what the hell? And someone goes, that's Dave Chappelle. So I just left work. Like, I just ran outside of work, went down across the street.
That's gotta suck for him, though. Like, he can't even skateboard in peace. People are like, oh my God, you know? Like,
no, he was, like, taking pictures with people.
Oh, okay,
so I, like, shook his hand, took a picture with him. Right. And he was like, yeah, you know, I'm doing a comedy show in town. Make sure you come check it out. But, yeah, Dave Chappelle, no security, nothing, was just skateboarding around Buffalo. It was pretty cool. So
I don't think I'd have security if I was like a big star like that. Why? You know what I mean? I'd have my buddies that came up with, you know what I mean, like my old school friends, but I might have like a little entourage, but I wouldn't have security. I wouldn't have some big green mile looking dude just hanging around.
Yeah, that's some bitch shit.
I mean, it depends on what you do. I think it's funny when rappers do it, talk about being all hard, and then they have the security. It's like, well, come on, dude.
Well, the only dude I've ever seen, I have met a lot of celebrities like on the street, but I was working at a record store in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, mm-hmm. and it's called Bull Moose Music, and I was right at the window, and it was right when Donald Trump was like attacking Obama, like verbally and stuff. So this dude has an entourage. It looked like a fucking parade walking down the street. Yeah. And I look out and I'm like, who's that? And I see this like orange fucking wig on this guy's head, and it turned out to be Trump. Ooh. And he turns around and like waves to the camera and just got the fuck out of it. He was in a taxi. He bought a watch at like this local jeweler. Yeah. But I had never seen a crew like that, and that was it.
So he had like a bunch of security and a bunch of people with him?
At least 20 people with him.
See, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. Like
That's Trump.
I think an entourage is like a good 3-4 people, like your friends you grew up with. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, how is if you get to a certain level to like as big as like Trump is, you know what I mean? How do you just walk around by yourself?
Fuck it, I would. Why not?
You can't.
Why not? What's stopping him?
Someone's going to come up and be like, I hate Donald Trump. Stab, stab, stab.
No one's going to come up and say, I hate Donald Trump. Like, why hasn't that happened yet then?
It happens all the time.
And why is he classified as... Yeah, why is he classified as stabbable?
All right, look, dude, I went to a PAX and this kid followed me around.
You're hated by people in the community. You go to these events, you don't get stabbed.
All I'm saying is...
I might get stabbed at an event.
Someone could love you too much and just want to kill you because
I've never understood that. Like I've heard like people that are on death row, they're like, me and Colorado, I loved her so much that I killed her just so she can have a place in heaven for me ready. Come on. I'm like, God damn. Like,
well, what I'm saying is like you can have someone that's so obsessed with you. Maybe you're not an asshole now, and maybe you're a good person, whatever. You're famous or whatever. Mm-hmm. People are crazy out there, and because you're famous, they just want to kill you just to like be close to you.
Right. They're claim to fame.
Yeah. I killed the person that I love, you know? Like, yeah. I don't know. Like, people are fucked up in the head.
The dude is like, oh, I punched Mitt Romney in the fucking face at 7-Eleven. You know, like, that's what they want to be.
Yeah.
Just the picture of that's fucking hilarious. I can just picture him, like, coming out of a 7-Eleven.
any sleazy little white dude has to be pretty good at boxing. I don't know.
One of my favorite things is when people come up on stage, like rush the stage at these music concerts, and the person performing just knocks them the fuck out. Like, to me, that shit is hilarious. Like,
you know who's a badass who does that? Is you listen to Tool with Maynard James Keenan?
Yeah.
Dude, he is a bad motherfucker. He knows. Like,
I'm not fucking with anybody from Tool. Like, are you kidding me? I don't want a Tool soundtrack to an ass beating. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that. Tool's amazing though, man. Like,
Tool is so
I
good.
wonder how they get
choke this one, dude.
I wonder how they get away with it, because I've seen a lot of times, like, you know, musicians or whatever just beating the shit out of fans when they rush the stage. It's like,
shouldn't have rushed the stage.
Lamb of God, fucking Randy Blythe from Lamb of God threw a kid off stage, in Prague, and killed him. And then as soon as they landed there, like 2 years later, they grabbed him up right as he left the airport, and boom, security grabbed him. He was in jail for attempted murder or something like that.
Dang.
He got off, but
yeah,
you know, kids rushing stage. What the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah, like, what are you expecting? You know what I mean? I just think it's funny when they rush the stage thinking that they're not going to do anything, and then they just bam, like Kid Cudi knocked this dude out, Pitbull knocked this dude out. It was fucking hilarious. What's his name? The super, actually that's super racist. Akon. Akon was like dry humping a girl on stage, and it turned out the girl was underage.
Yeah.
And then he
went to
threw
jail,
a kid
didn't
off
he?
stage too, like a fucking 14-year-old, whipped him right off stage. I saw that shit on YouTube like last week.
Yeah. I wish more shit would happen. Like, you ever see the thing when Justin Bieber got hit with the water bottle?
Yeah.
That's just hilarious.
He didn't act like he was hurt though. He just and it just kept going on.
I don't know.
I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've seen that.
So, Worm, what are your plans for the Ghost?
Oh, fuck shit up any way I can. I don't care if it's camping or if it's. I just want to
Entertain.
Just agitate people, and you know, if people get entertained by it, that's all it is. You know, like I didn't even. The funny thing is too is the YouTube thing. I didn't even. This is my 10th month into it. I started at the end of January.
Yeah.
I didn't watch YouTubers before that. I didn't know any of those faggots like fucking Woody or Wings of Redemption or anything like that, you know? So now I'm new to this thing, and, you know, it's funny all along the way. It's like, it seems like everybody's in like some kind of clique, or they don't want to offend someone, you know?
Yeah, I hate that shit.
My thing is, I never watched. Well, we're so old. That's part of the reason. But I never watched anybody on YouTube. It's just like Duranka recorded me talking shit in a lobby, and bam, you know, I started doing YouTube. I didn't get a chance to. I never got a chance to like watch someone and have that desire to be a YouTuber.
I think that the people that got into YouTube almost by mistake tend to be the more solid dudes. Like I got into YouTube. Freak accident. Worm, I know your situation. Like, didn't Thunder record you, and then like people wanted you to? Yeah,
we were in opposite teams on the map, and he was blown away because I was just doing my thing, and he ran up, and I was. The funny thing is, he didn't have that stuff recorded at the beginning. He must have not had his PVR going because I was talking mad shit, and I felt bad after because I was like. He came to the next match, and we were on the same team. And I was like, oh, this dude's actually chill, you know?
Yeah.
But I was saying all kinds of outlandish shit, like, right off the bat to him. I was like, oh, you guys got fucked out, blah, blah. And he was like, dude, you're going to be in front of, I think he had, like, 170,000 subscribers at the time. And he was like, I have almost 200,000 subs. And I was like, fuck YouTube, you know? I don't care about that shit.
Yeah.
And... you know, lo and behold, the next day I uploaded him the other video because he was like, dude, he uploaded that and it was Camper of the Week. And then I sent him the other video on Hijacked, and that's the one that went viral.
Yeah. That one took off for some reason.
Yeah, fuck yeah. It's like 2 million like views. Or I don't know. It's ridiculous.
It's like 2.5.
That's unreal. I didn't even know that. You know, Thunder really figured out a lot of stuff this season. He really figured out how to title videos this season.
Yeah, I mean, Thunder's been doing the same thing since forever. So it's cool that he kind of blew up this year, you know?
The one thing I got to hand it to Thunder. Thunder is probably the only bigger YouTuber. Now we can call him bigger. How many subs does he have?
He's huge. He's got like 400 and something thousand now.
Okay, he is one of the bigger YouTubers that will just talk shit about other YouTubers. And that is a 2009, 2010 YouTube scene that's been lost since 2010. Yeah. You know, it doesn't exist anymore. Back in the day, people would be like, yeah, you fucking told little kids that, you know, taught them how to do a blowjob. Like, you're a scumbag, you're a pedo. In 2010, every single YouTuber, KSI, friggin' Fearcrats, you name it. Every YouTuber that there is, right, would upload a video bashing Woody. But because we're in this, what do you want to call it?
Nobody wants to offend shit.
Nobody wants to lose a subscriber or you know, potentially lose a sponsor or whatever. Everyone's playing this safe zone to make money. Money is actually, you know, I guess some people would say helping it because everyone doesn't want controversy and doesn't want drama, but it's hurting it. It's hurting the entertainment that a lot of us love, and that's the conflict within.
I'll say it right now, Woody is a duplicitous taint. And Wings, you fucking cunt. I hope you're watching this.
Dude, see, I don't think Wings, I don't give too much fault to Wings because Wings is not intelligent. Like, he doesn't know.
Of course not.
He doesn't know.
That fucking trailer.
I like Wings. I've always liked Wings, and I find Wings.
But you like Wings for a different reason, though. You don't like Wings because you think he's a swell dude. You like Wings because he's a fucking idiot, and you want, and like it's entertaining. But you can't. You have entertainment from.
This is my personal pet peeve with Wings. This is what it, and this goes beyond all the stupid shit he says when he starts off his fucking show. This is my hate right here when he's like, "What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wings are in here with another great commentary." How are you gonna call your shit great? Like, you don't start off touting your own fucking horn. You know what I mean? That's what really.
It's like you don't get to make your own nickname, kind of thing.
Right.
You know?
If I was like, "Hey, this is Black Worm, and I'm baking the best fucking cake on earth," you'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" You know what I mean? So,
here's the thing with Wings, though, right? Wings, all right. It's almost like if you get mad at something that Wings says, then you're equally as dumb as him.
I don't get mad at it. I just think this shit's hilarious because, like, he believes it. You know what I mean? That's like, the thing. Like,
in his head, he's like, I'm playing the mind fuck. You know, like, you know how Presidor has people dance?
Oh,
you know, that's his thing. It's like, fucking dance. Wings doesn't make people do shit. He just thinks he does. You know? It's like, oh, my sweet lord.
I don't know.
Oh, well. Oh, Wings.
We need to get Wings on this show.
Yeah, I don't think Wings is coming on the show.
No, Wings to come on.
I mean,
I'll give him 100.
You're invited, Wings. You're always invited. I think that'd be an interesting show.
Wings, I have $100 for you to come on this show.
Wait, we'll kiss and make up on the show.
It's not even. I've never really said anything negative about Wings. I just like it's not me being negative. He's a fucking idiot. So, like, I'm not saying that.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, like okay, that's like someone saying that I'm overweight. Yes, I am overweight. Like, it's not a mean thing. It's the truth. He's a fucking idiot. So, like, that's not me being mean or bullying. I'm not bullying him. Like, let him do his thing.
Well, the thing is like when you and Wings would talk all the time. I've been in a Skype conversation with you and Wings before, like way back in the day. Right, you and Wings would argue about something, and you'd be like, "No, you're wrong. You've told him a million times without actually saying the words. You're a fucking idiot." Yeah. So he can't get mad at that.
Yeah, I mean, like back in the day when I used to be on PKA a lot, like he would say something stupid, and I would just laugh at him. You know what I mean? Because like I'm not gonna like play some role like you know. I think that when people coddle people and don't let them know what they're doing is dumb, that's doing them a disservice. If you say some dumb shit, I'm gonna say you're saying some dumb shit. Yeah. Because me going, oh, whatever, like that doesn't help you. That doesn't help the cause. And I'm not saying I'm smarter than anybody. I'm just saying, like, I feel like I'm a bearer of common sense, at least. You know. I
made a point that Wings is slow because he made a statement that women can orgasm from kissing. Dude, I guess some Uber facts thing on Twitter tweeted out that women can have an orgasm from fucking kissing.
That's if she's on the brink of an orgasm, not like from fucking stale to orgasm. You know what
this
I mean?
Army of Wings supporters have been tweeting me this or retweeting this freaking Uber facts thing, right, over and over again. It's like, you don't get it. Women cannot orgasm from kissing. This is just some fucking idiot that has a Twitter handle that's trying to put out ridiculous facts that are like, you know, that are supposed to shock your mind. This motherfucker has no credibility whatsoever. If he has...
Hey, Wings smashes the pussy on a regular. I think you should take his word for it, all right?
That he's working at a SPCA and he's taking too many breaks.
The poon. He doesn't count that.
Yeah, I love when he gives sex advice. That's adorable.
Him and Woody giving sex. Fuck off. You know what I mean? Like, kids...
you know what I find? You know what I find funny about that show? You know what I find funny about that show? Without putting him too much out there, I'm pretty sure Kyle gets some tail. Okay, I'm pretty sure he'll pull some ass, right? And Woody's been married for fucking ever, and Wings is Wings. The two people giving sex advice on that show are Woody and Wings, and Kyle doesn't say anything. But the one person, like, if I was looking for sex advice of those three, I would talk to Kyle. You know what I mean?
Right.
But he doesn't talk about it. But these other two jokers are fucking.
Dude, well, somebody left a really mean statement. I shouldn't even say it. I'm not going to say it. It's too fucking mean. Yeah, I can't believe I'm censoring myself right now.
No, you just figured out a way to say it, but like giving a disclaimer.
Dude,
like, I know this is fucked up, but I fucking grow a belly button. Sorry, I shouldn't say that.
This is wrong. This is wrong. But dude, some of the most fucked up things that people can say, I find humor in.
Yeah,
all the time.
Oh, yeah.
All the friggin' time. I will privately laugh about shit, and I'll be like, I know that's wrong, but there's comedy here, and it's funny. This dude said this thing, and I started laughing, and I know it's wrong, but he goes, why is Woody giving sex advice? Just look at his children. He's not that good at it. And I just... That's so wrong.
Okay, now,
that's so wrong.
I've never seen his... I don't watch his fucking channel, so I don't know what his kids look like. And I'm not one of those people that, like, openly talk shit about... So I don't even have anything to say about his kids or anything like that. Yeah. But he looks like a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Like, just get a look at this guy. He's not... Nobody's building a Greek statue with Woody's fucking face on it. You know what I'm saying?
So
wrong. I mean, here's the thing. Okay, so I've talked about this before, but like things that are fucked up, if they're funny, it doesn't. It's still fucked up, and you laugh, and you might even laugh at the sting. But at the same time, it's just like if something's funny, it's funny. You know, I can't help it. When Alki David did the thing where he announced that he was going to have a live assisted suicide live stream, there was dead silence, and the only thing that broke the dead silence was me laughing at it.
Because it's funny.
Yeah.
We're doing a game event, and this dude's like, oh, and we're going to have an assisted suicide here. Like, that's...
And everyone was like, what? Like,
you know what makes me mad is that the people in Call of Duty don't have a sense of humor.
None.
There's it's hard to tell jokes out here. It's hard to, you pick on another commentator or you make a joke about them. Like, we wanted to do a roast for the longest time.
Yeah, okay. I think that back in the day, like 2010-ish or whatever, when like there was like a camaraderie amongst other commentators, like we all knew each other and we all like worked together and this and that, and we were all cool with each other, and we all had personalities. That was the thing.
Yeah.
What I thought would have been cool was to do a roast.
It would have been awesome.
Have like Hutch host it, or whoever hosted it, whatever.
Probably roast Hutch.
Roast Hutch.
Yeah.
And then have all the commentators who actually had personalities and were actually funny go up there for a couple minutes, get in a video or whatever, and do like a little minute-long roast.
No holds bars. Just go up there and just fucking murder people.
That's what a roast is.
That's what a roast is.
And a roast, the reason why it works is because you're doing it from like friends of the industry. You know what I mean? And so, like, if I don't know the person makes fun of me, I'm like, fuck off. But, like, if I know the person, like, you could probably roast me, and I'd be like, whatever,
but you can't do that. Like, literally.
Everyone's so sensitive. Everyone's so sensitive.
If you make jokes about other people in the community or whatever, these motherfuckers pop out of the woodworks and they're like, well, you're just a loser, and, fuck you, and blah, blah, blah. And then the commentator themselves is like, oh, it looks like I have a hater. No, why don't you talk shit back? Why don't you fucking roast me
Haters
back?
Are making me famous.
Like, I'm not your fucking hater. I'm roasting you.
Yeah.
Like, you did something silly. I'm fucking making fun of you. Like, understand what comedy is.
Exactly. That's why when people take this shit like anything, so, like for one of the funny things is when you see Thunder dropping fucking, he'll put T Martin on blast all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For like re-uploading fucking trailers or whatever. That shit's funny. I think T Martin should talk that shit back. You know what I mean?
Well, T. Martin, I don't think he has the ability to because he no longer has freedom. And I think we talked about this. I can't wait to have T. Martin on here. T. Martin did confirm to me on Twitter that he's coming on the show. I just don't know when. But T. Martin isn't free. He's now an employee like of Activision, so he can't just. And I don't know if I would ever do that. Is the money?
I'd fucking do that. Activision, hit me up.
I'm sorry, Activision.
I know it sounds like I'm selling out, but like that's a fucking awesome, amazing opportunity.
If I can't say, this commentator looks like crackhead,
I'm not gonna.
Then I.
But what? But the thing
my freedom is more important.
Your ability to say, Woody, you're a pedo. Wings, you're a fucking dumbass. And all these things, like, or whatever, like, I don't think that, but I'm saying, like, your freedom to be able to say that, I personally think if Activision came up to me and says, continue to make videos, you can't make fun of other people, but continue to make videos, I'd take it in a heartbeat.
Not me.
Why is that such an amazing freedom to be able to talk shit about other people?
What? It's freedom.
But here's the thing.
You're saying, why is freedom so amazing?
Okay.
What?
No, that's not freedom though. That's a small part of freedom. He can still
it's
do
censorship.
He can still do his own. I understand what you're talking about with censorship, but to like lose that little bit to be an employee of fucking Activision, a game that I play willingly, a game that I played before I made money on YouTube, a game I play now to make money on YouTube.
Let me explain this to you.
And all I can mean is I don't talk shit about T. Martin. Okay, fine.
All right, let's use Wings as an example. All right. Let's say Wings had to think out everything he said and everything that he tweeted. He had to actually think about what he was going to say. He had to take time. He had to research stuff. He couldn't just fucking be himself, right? Anytime that he was upset, he had to ignore it, wouldn't respond. Anytime he had money issues, he couldn't say that publicly. Let's take everything that we love about Wings or that we even know about Wings because of all these, fuck ups or because of his freedom, really. If you take that away, what is Wings?
I'm not talking about taking
Wings.
away
He's a Ford EcoBoost.
Wings would just be a fucking robot.
Yeah,
T. Martin.
Truck Tuesday.
T. Martin is a robot at this point. We lost the guy that was like uploading videos and talking to his fans. Now he is not talking to his fans. He is holding a Activision microphone that he's communicating. He's like a medium between Activision and people. That's
I'm saying he could still put his own personality on it though.
He can't be himself. He's not free.
He's just not free to talk shit about other people.
He's not free to do a lot of stuff. What if there's something bad about the game? He can't say, "Hey, I really don't like this perk."
Why can't he?
Because he doesn't
Why
have
can't
the ability.
He's talked in games where he talks about he rages at the fucking game because of the lag and stuff like that.
I don't know. I've never heard that dude bashing the game.
I just think that you're putting too high a value on the ability to say, "Hey, you're a fucking loser." If you go to a job, right?
Yeah.
If you get a job and you go to an office and just think about YouTube as everyone's your coworker, right?
Right.
What you're saying is you want the ability to go to anybody's desk and take a crap on it and be like, "Fuck you." So here's the thing. But here's the thing: you can come to this job and you can do whatever you want. Your cubicle can be whatever the fuck you want.
That's a good point.
And you can do whatever the fuck you want. Just be you. But you can't take shits on other people.
But that's a brilliant point. You're right. You're right.
I think only certain ones can get away with. Like, for instance, if they were like, "Hey, Worm, you can't say fuck. You can't do this. You can't call someone a faggot." Like
that would be
okay.
I agree with you. That would be different because that's creativity. You're ruining creativity.
Okay, but listen to me. What you're saying is that would be like going to a job and not being able to tell your coworkers to fuck off. Correct.
Correct.
All right. Well, I worked a job where I couldn't tell my coworkers to fuck off. Okay. You worked a job where you couldn't go up to your boss and be like, "You can suck my dick."
Yeah.
Like, we've all worked jobs where you have to follow these rules.
Yeah.
Then we become YouTubers and we have freedom to do whatever the fuck we want, right? And you want to go back into the fucking cubicle?
No. Here's the thing.
Yeah?
Okay, I'll give you a good example, okay? If I were to stop saying the word fuck, if I were to run my channel in a real corporate-friendly, advertiser-friendly way, I could be more prosperous, right?
Then, okay, prosperous, what the fuck does that mean? Why the fuck do you motherfuckers look at this thing like a job?
Because it is a job.
It's not a job. It's something I fucking love to do, and for some reason I get paid to fucking do this shit.
Yeah, that's the same thing with me. I was doing this shit for free. Then I started getting paid for it. Obviously, I'd rather do this and get paid for it than do a regular job. What's wrong with that?
I don't get it.
What's wrong with being compensated for doing something that you did for free anyways? What's wrong with that?
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that.
If I was a girl, I would be a whore. I like fucking.
You're misstruing. You're misstruing what's
misstruing?
Whatever. You are changing what the argument's about.
What's the argument about?
The argument is about freedom.
Okay. And this is my counterpoint to your argument, okay? The ability to say, T-Mart, you're a scumbag for re-uploading. Allie A, you need to just get just die. I don't know what.
Worm, you can't swear anymore. You're not allowed to swear.
That's different.
All right?
That's fucking different.
Listen, you can't swear, and you can't talk shit about any other commentators, and you cannot say anything bad about the game, but you will get additional million subscribers to what you have now, and you'll get paid 10 times more money than what you're getting paid now. Do you do it?
I like the underground. Personally, I'd keep it like this. You know what I mean? It's like when your favorite band, they start off really small and they're doing small clubs and shit like that, and they're bad motherfuckers, you know?
Yeah.
Then they sign on to like Hollywood Records or something like that. They release a bigger album, but you think it fucking sucks because they left all the good shit behind, you know what I mean? And then they lose you anyway.
That's
I
true.
say just keep it like we're doing it.
I say always be you though.
I'd rather make games. I'd rather fucking do shit on the side, right, to make money. So I don't have to worry about fucking making millions on YouTube.
Okay, yeah, but
I want to do YouTube to do YouTube. I love fucking doing YouTube. I love talking to my fans. I love saying, hey, I like fucking with my fans. I like fucking talking shit about other people. I like fucking drama. I like entertainment. I like all this fucking craziness. You can't tell me that, you can only do 10% of this.
Right.
I like this. I would do this for free. Right,
but why does it affect you when T. Martin looks at it at it from a professional standpoint?
Well, hey, if he's gonna do it like that, whatever for him.
It doesn't.
I don't.
It
I think
doesn't.
When money gets involved, shit gets weird.
It doesn't bother me that
Absolutely.
T. Martin is doing that. It bothers me that I would never do that because I wouldn't want to lose my freedom.
Right. I see what you're saying on that. I just when it comes to like, it's selling out to a point, you know.
I mean, it is selling out.
It is. It's straight out. It's selling out.
Okay.
I mean, you put a price on it if you want. I just personally
Blade would sell out in a second.
I mean, okay. If there was a way, I don't care what anybody thinks about this, but if Activision offered me $1 million, I'd be for a year. I would be the fucking Activision poster child, and then I'd be on the fucking beach.
It'd be like,
give me $1 million and I'm out of here.
Hi guys, my name is Only Blade.
Okay, I'll take that back. I wouldn't be like that. I wouldn't be fake. I'd always be me. You know what I
Hi
mean?
guys, my name is Only Blade. I am no longer friends with Killer Keemstar. In fact, I hate that guy's guts.
I take that for 50,
the brand new
50,000. Let's start a Kickstarter.
You would do that shit for $5,000.
I get fired right off the bat because hi guys, my name's Blackworm and I can't say the word fuck anymore. And that would be it.
You would do that shit for $5,000, and I'll tell you why. Because I'd take 20% of it.
Yeah, are you going to take 20% of the guys? If you really think that Keemstar is affected, we were just talking about this today. He tried to blame me for him being lazy. He's been like, dude, ever since I hung out with you, I've just become way more relaxed and I'm way lazy and I don't go do shit. We're driving home from Denny's at 3 o'clock in the morning. He wants to go fucking hunting, and I'm like, no.
I think he was calling.
All right, listen. My life, right, before I knew you, was constantly doing stuff. I was outside in the fucking wilderness every day. I'm riding bikes through fucking trails. I'm just doing all kinds of different crazy shit. Every single day I'm going out and doing stuff, right?
Yeah.
Since you have moved to Buffalo, I slowly but surely have becoming fatter, lazier, and now I just play video games. Like, video games was something I did for like an hour a day. Now it's something I do all fucking day. And I'm turning, and I hate that. And I'm like saying bam, 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 bam. I'm not going to co-sign that. Like, and the thing is, we're products of our environment, right? And the one thing that I hate is that I pick up. I
don't pick up any characteristics from you though. Name one characteristic from you that I picked up. One.
Tim Hortons.
That's fucking the coffee place that's geographically
You should be
located.
thanking him. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I hate that I do that. I really hate that I do that because, okay, so I listen to a lot of Joe Rogan. And the last cast, I was like, how dare you? How dare you? Or whatever the fuck he says, right?
Yeah.
I'm watching the cast, and I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like, shut the fuck up. You sound like a fucking idiot, dude. That's not your words. Like, I pick up shit so easy.
Maybe you don't
throw them in my vocabulary.
Maybe you have a void personality, and you want to add flavor to the personality gumbo of sorts.
I think the real reason, I think the real thing is that I've always had an amazing. One thing I know about myself is that I have an amazing ability to adapt. Right. So if this lingo and the shit that you're saying gets thrown in my atmosphere, right, I just grab it so I can communicate. You know, I don't know.
Like if you didn't say "bam," I wouldn't talk to you or something. Like, come on, dude.
No, I think that like I don't know. I just pick shit up to communicate. I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
doesn't that go hand in hand with like you imitate the best? Like if you want to be the best, you like imitate everything you like about. Like you know how a boxer just starting out imitates like fucking Ali or Tyson or whatever.
Yeah.
I think I'm the same way. I pick up little things of my favorite parts about everything I enjoy, and I try to bring that into me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I roll.
We need to bring hashtag dildos for Africa back.
Do you know about Dildos for Africa? Are you familiar with that?
I want to bring hashtag no offense to Ben Affleck back. That's what I want.
No offense.
I've never heard that one. What's that about?
Go explain that one to him. That was pretty awesome.
When okay, Kanye West was in a little duel with Jimmy Kimmel.
Okay,
And
I remember that.
Jimmy Kimmel insulted him big time, and what did Kanye? He was like, "Oh, why don't I make fun of you sucking someone's dick or fucking Ben Affleck in the ass? No offense to Ben Affleck. Hashtag all offense to Jimmy Kimmel. Hashtag." And I was like, "Oh shit!" So hashtag no offense to Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I think that was actually trending for a minute there too.
That is fucking hilarious.
You got to check it out.
So
check it out.
We got Dildos for Africa trending, and
Yeah.
the way that this came about. Go ahead, Keem.
So there was this thing that all the YouTubers were doing. It was the way to make fast $7,000. There was this website called King of the Web, and what people would do is they'd promote the fuck out of this website and have their fans vote for them, and the winner would
Like they could vote like 10 times a day.
It's called King of the Web. So the winner would get like $7,000. So all these big YouTubers found out about it, and they were like, "Oh shit!" And they're like, "Dude, it was funny because the people that did it." You could no longer be a money whore at that point. You were just like opening up your skin, being like, "I'm greedy."
Right.
They were all like, "Let's win King of the Web! Come on, fans, get over there and vote so I can get $7,000."
I mean, it's actually an ingenious scheme if you think about it, because what you do
As the company,
because what you do, if you get all these YouTubers to drive traffic to this website, you're going to make more than $7,000.
they make like $100,000 fucking dollars,
and then shoot out $7,000 to the winner of it.
Yeah, but anyhow, this fucking company, right, is doing this thing, and all these different Woody was fucking doing it and saying he was gonna fucking give money to.
Oh yeah, and all
charity.
because the gaming people, we can't just be like, we just want money. They have to give a reason why you should win King of the Web. Like if you go, I want to win King of the Web because $7,000 sounds nice. That doesn't work. You have to they feel that we made up these own rules where you have to do something
right
and do it charitable. Like why, if you got this money, what would you do with it?
So anyhow, there was 1 month left to this fucking thing. The BadKidCast was just kicking off, and I'm like, Blade, I got this idea. I'm like, let's do fucking dildos for Africa. And he just bursts out laughing.
I asked him, I'm like, I know, but you presented it a different way. He was like, dude, there's so many starving children in Africa. And the thing is that if all these African women had dildos, they wouldn't get pregnant. We would solve the African starvation problem. So dildos for Africa.
No, I'm not that stupid, right? I'm not that stupid, but I had to somehow figure out a reason to back up Dildos for Africa, because Dildos for Africa is so fucking ridiculous, so there has to be some meaning behind it, right?
Yeah.
So I made up this ridiculous meaning to support it, which would what he just said, right? And
like it was some noble
he
cause.
starts laughing his fucking ass off, right?
Course,
So
it's
I'm like,
funny.
let's do it, right? We end up doing this fucking Dildos for Africa thing campaign, and I put the reasoning. I make the video in my car. I upload it, right? Dude, every single person on the BadKidCast was like mounted up for fucking war. It was top comment on every single commentator.
It
was top comment on PewDiePie.
Yeah.
It was like hashtag dildos for Africa was everywhere. It was top comment on everybody's videos.
And half the comments were, what the fuck is dildos for Africa? Like, they didn't understand what it was. They would just randomly, like, it'd be like some dude be like, well, my sister died in a car accident and I'm really sad about it. Top comment, dildos for Africa. It's like, like no matter what the situation was, there's no holds barred. Dildos for Africa, top comment, everything.
And so what ended up happening is these other YouTubers decided like, well, this is going to be a great fucking thing to talk about to like bash us, right?
Yeah.
So these fucking like bloggers and all these other people came out of the woodwork and they were like, you know, how dare these people, you know, try and run for king of the web for dildos for Africa. Obviously, they're starving children over there. Like this one fucking ginger kid that does blogs. He was like practically crying. Like we did some kind of criminal offense by fucking promoting this dildos for Africa.
How does us saying dildos for Africa affect you, you
motherfucker doesn't have a sense of humor. Yeah. Laugh, you son of a bitch. Fucking laugh. I'm so sick of fucking cynical crybaby fucks.
I just don't like how the gaming community, for whatever reason, seems to like want to put extra rules on shit. So like there's when you're going around Grand Theft Auto murdering people, and you play a game where you're literally supposed to kill people, all of a sudden we're supposed to have fucking morals and shit.
When people bash the fuck out of me and send me like a tweet that's like hysterical or whatever, they call me a faggot, whatever the fuck it is, right? Yeah. I laugh. I fucking sit in my thing and I laugh.
Here's the thing. I like the creativity. If someone really goes at me and they're creative, I appreciate it because it's like, damn, that's good.
If I get roasted, I laugh.
Yeah.
Me too. Like when a lot of the faggots that are on my channel, like I just piss them off, you know. But when there's not that many quick-witted people out there that'll stay in like, you know, like a wit battle with you. But those are the most precious ones because you learn a lot through those, you know, like if they beat your ass verbally, you learn a bunch from it. But generally there aren't that many people that I've seen on Xbox Live. You know
I think that people, when you talk about fighting, okay, whether it be physically or verbally, I think that it makes you healthier to get your ass kicked every once in a while.
It really does. It really does.
I hate these motherfuckers that walk around and they just act a certain way, and you're like, that motherfucker has never been in a fight. And you understand, like, there's a lot of douchebags that, like, walk around and act like fucking douchebags, and they're cocky and shit, and it's like, that motherfucker has never, ever been in a fight. He doesn't know what it's like to fucking get punched in the nose. That's why he acts that way.
Right. Well, that's why I've done jiu-jitsu for 14 years now. And my brothers do boxing, and it's just like I don't look like anybody who fights. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I actually haven't been in a fight for like a year. The last time I got in a fight, I'm still on a pending assault charge that got dropped to a deferred disposition. So I'm on like light
probation or something.
Yeah, light probation. So I gotta be,
you know, I gotta be chill. Yeah, you gotta just
water,
be like,
you know. So, but yeah, there's all kinds of people who walk around like they got a chip on their shoulder. And they think because, you know, they might hit the gym every other fucking day that nobody's going to blast them in the face, you know?
Yeah.
But your chin doesn't get any stronger.
All right, guys. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be back with more Black Worm, Only Use Me Blade, and the Killer Keemstar right after this.
Welcome back, guys. So, BadKidCast. You can find us on iTunes, Android, YouTube, Smoke Signals, on the back of bathroom walls. And one of the things we have is that we read all comments, and on the iTunes website, you can actually leave a comment for the show, and we like to read them, get your feedback, and answer some questions. So here we go.
Ratings and reviews.
All right.
Motherfuckers.
Number 1. Best podcast ever. 5 out of 5 stars. Outstanding. Very interesting. I don't care. Like, okay, you like us. Let's go on to the next one.
What?
Whoa.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, okay, so if someo's going to leave
that
a really...
person took some time to leave you a good review.
I understand that, and it's like...
That's why they don't watch Woody.
Can you get it back up? I don't know. Like, exit it out. Okay, I'm sorry, but like, when I read comments, I will read a comment and I'll probably read the first like 5 words and I'll get a gist of what the whole comment's about. Because you get so many comments on because I run multiple channels and so
they have made the podcast 10 times better by filming it, including a new guest for each show. This is best listening to while you're at school, while your teacher's being annoying, long
with
road
all that
trips,
teaching,
and of course while you game. The show is always getting better. Congrats on how far you guys have come, and best of luck in the future.
Be honest.
That comment should be a read.
Be honest, Keem. Did you get defensive about that comment because you wrote that comment?
No. No. Get El Presador on.
El Prez?
Yes.
Okay, so the thing with El Prez is that trying to get El Prez into a Skype conversation is hell. And we would love to have him on the show, but it's tough. Let's get him on,
Please, guys, no more guests for a while, at least. I just want Keem and Blade. Aww.
Okay, that's the one. Okay.
He's pounding one out watching you guys right now.
Blade and Keem, you should watch The League on Netflix. It's so funny.
Oh, I watch every episode. The
and
League is great.
Keep up the good work. I don't even know what The League is.
The League is an amazing show. It's really funny.
I don't agree with everything these guys say because they're always high, and when they do the podcast, weed kills brain cells.
We have not done that many shows high.
Yes,
send
we
us
have.
weed. Ben. How about that? If you guys want to improve the show, send us weed.
For all the complaining about how they don't fact check, this podcast has more information and news purposes. This podcast is not for informational news purposes. It's a comedy/gaming podcast. Their banter and odd topic conversations are very entertaining. When it comes to the news, I admit they are way off. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck off.
But it adds comedy factor. Like
why are we getting so defensive to like?
We're up on current events. Anyhow, if you fuckers want to get your shit read, go over to iTunes and leave a 5-star rating and a comment.
Down with the Black Tyrant.
You the questions that I like to ask. In your time on YouTube, you're you, and then there's the black warm personality that you portray, and a lot of it's overlapping, whatever. Have you, during your time, have you ever gotten real life pussy strictly on the strength of your YouTube?
I'm going to answer that for him. No, because he hasn't been doing YouTube long enough.
I haven't been doing YouTube long enough, and I have a girlfriend, and I'm pretty loyal to that. You know what I mean?
She's not going to listen to this, so go ahead.
If I had not,
Drama.
If I wasn't with a girl on the YouTube, I didn't have a problem getting pussy before the YouTube thing. But like, I'll be honest, if the option came up and some girl was like, "Oh my god, it's the worm," I would totally take fucking advantage of that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
that would be like
absolutely.
That's rockstar. I would sign on
it's
one
the worm
tit and worm on the other tit. It would be like, oh, I would fuck yes. So if the opportunity were there, no. But I haven't been on YouTube. This, like I said, my 10th month on.
On our first video podcast, we had this guy on. His name was Noah Craft, and we talked about this revolutionary idea that this guy was putting in video form. He was explaining that cell phones go to waste. People just throw them away. And there's so much money going into making new cell phones, and everyone has a cell phone. So why wouldn't you make cell phones out of blocks? You know what I mean? And like you can replace different parts. Like if you want to upgrade your camera, you can take the block off.
Basically making your cell phone into a motherboard, and then you can just upgrade piece by piece.
Right. Well, this motherfucker made this video talking about it, and it was supposed to be the end of October. They were going to make some big statement to all the companies that make cell phones. One of those companies, Motorola, stepped up, and they're actually going to... I got to find this thing. Talk to Worm when I find this thing. They're actually doing it, which I think is insane.
Worm, do you play the GTA?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Haven't you noticed since playing GTA, and it's more so with this one than previous ones, that when you're actually driving in real life, that you're starting to look at stuff differently, like look at cars differently or whatever?
Yeah, what aggravates me about GTA is they get so close to one certain car, but then they throw it off because they don't want that copyright infringement. So, like, for instance, I have a Dodge Challenger in real life.
Yeah.
They have a Dodge Challenger in the game that looks very close to it, but it's not a Challenger all the way because it has, like, that faggoty Camaro front end. You know what I mean?
I think that everyone that has a car that they're into that they like, if they can do it, they get that same car in GTA.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I have a plum crazy purple Challenger, and I did that up in GTA. That's my car in GTA.
Yeah, exactly. I want ranches, man. Like all that countryside, I want a ranch where I can put like horses and have like midgets and have like a 50-car garage. I think that'd be awesome. This 10-car garage shit ain't cutting it anymore, guys.
So
I'm making tough choices every time I want to buy a car.
Look at this. Motorola is actually doing this. They announced the crazy project of the piece-by-piece phone concept. Look at that shit. They're actually doing this. Remember we made that video and we were playing the video on here on the BadKidCast? We're like, they're never going to do this because they make more money. Fucking Motorola stepped up. They're fucking doing this shit.
Nice.
So
I think it's a cool idea, but iPhone has that market in a chokehold. Nobody's going to compete with that.
Well, the thing is like I kind of want to get rid of my iPhone and I want to get an Android phone because there's so much more shit you can do on it.
I love Android. When the Droid X came out, I traded my old-ass iPhone in for that, and it was amazing. The only thing that sucked is the battery life got drained because I had one of those Galaxy screensavers that was like constantly moving. But that Android is the shit. Fuck iPhones. Like if the only reason I have one is because everybody else does, and iMessaging is pretty convenient, and it's $50 a month for unlimited shit for me. You know?
Yeah.
That's all you pay is $50 a month.
Yeah, I have Straight Talk through Walmart actually, and it's $50 for internet, message, and minutes.
Dude,
unlimited everything.
I pay like double that.
Yeah, I pay $100 a month for my shit.
I pay like double that.
Go to Straight Talk. That shit's $50 a month, son. Same shit too.
What would I spend that $50 on? The other 50.
I don't know. More games so Woody can upload? No.
So recently today you were telling me about that you almost got in an accident.
Okay. All right. So
he's like, I'm the bat.
Here's the thing. This is really funny because I was actually in a Xbox conversation with somebody, and we were talking about how you ever get like a little bit of a tingly, spidey sense about things, like you kind of just notice patterns in the Matrix or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't have a reasoning behind this, but we should get the fuck out of here. You know, that kind of thing.
It's your gut, man.
It's your gut feeling, intuition, right? So we literally had I had a conversation about this. Then we talked about titties and other random stuff for like an hour. And then I was in this mode like, I'm going to Tim Hortons. I'm getting an ice cap. And every morning when I go to Tim Hortons, I drive in the same road. And I drive past the light, bust a right into Tim Hortons, and there I am. For some reason, everything was like a little kid, like, do this, come on, do this. You have to do this, like, go. Like, everything in me was saying, don't go the normal way, bust a right early, and then bust a left into Tim Hortons. And I was like, okay, like, saying to myself, like, all right. So I do that. As I turn, there was like a car that, I think their brakes went out or something, and it was going like super fast. And it went past me after I turned and struck another car. And if I would have kept on going straight, I would have been in a really bad car accident.
That's insane.
And I don't know what it was. It's not like I saw that. Yeah, intuition. It was just like, I think that we naturally see patterns in life.
Well, see, it reminds me of a conversation I had with somebody. You know that deja vu feeling that we all. Now, some people believe that that's actually like signs of precognition. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not that we've been there. It's that we're telling our bodies that it's going to happen, and we just realize it's going on. Which, I mean, it's all possible. You know, I'm not ruling any of that shit out.
Yeah. It's weird because people either have deja vu a good amount or they don't have it at all.
Well, you see, like, why does a flock of birds, like, all fly the same way? Why do certain species seem like they're not communicating at all and all act a certain way? You know what I mean?
Schools of fish all make one being and move in one, you know?
Right. With us being the same species, I think that there's a way that we can communicate. We can communicate to each other without actually speaking. I think.
Oh, absolutely.
I think there's a certain way. So I think that there might have been a possibility that person in the car was like, oh shit, my brakes are going out, right? And maybe you picked up that signal somehow. Right.
Well, that's been actually the law of attraction. Like when you post a like one of those, you know, your body puts out a signal and it's meant to be picked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, right. If what's that old? If everybody on an airplane thinks that the plane is going to crash, it's been like, I don't know, the rules of attraction or whatever say that the plane will crash if everybody on the plane thinks it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So.
I mean,
it's a scary plane, right?
The pilot is probably not thinking that though.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing. I remember I was on a train from California to Maine, and I was sitting there, and those traveling musicians. There's one in every fucking train that you go on.
Yeah.
So he was sitting there, and I remember we had a discussion about the planes crashing, and then this train was stuck. And this is a true story. The train was stuck for like an hour, and we were just talking about random bullshit, like he was kind of pompous, but he was going on saying he was this musician. And then we got to the discussion of the theory of relativity, where people think the same thing's going to happen is going to happen. So we sat there for a second. He was like, what if we just started to think that the train was going to move? And lickety-split, as he said that, the train came to a move. I was fucking shocked. I swear to God.
That's messed up.
It was fucked up. But it was sitting for an hour. You know what I mean? So exactly that
time. But see, the reason why I can spit in the face of that is how many times have you been stuck in traffic and everybody in the fucking lineup is like, move, 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 move. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to go, and the shit ain't going.
Right, but at the same time, they're thinking about the negative part of why it should move because they're stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they were just like, it's all going to be okay. Maybe something else would happen.
Why is it that if I want to send a text, the light will just turn green automatically, but if I'm just sitting there, the light will stay red forever?
Or if you're going to take a bite of food and the light turns green, and you get a fuck burger in your hand.
Because you only remember when it inconveniences you.
So I've actually come up with, now this is kind of messed up, but I think it would work. Why can't there be an app on your phone that lets you know when the light turns green?
Because I don't think the lights are connected to any internet.
I think
couldn't they make that though?
Why? Here's the main thing. Why don't they make lights with like brand new technology that are smart, that are like, okay, look, we got 5 cars over here, 1 car here. Let's let him wait for the 5.
A couple of lights, especially in cities, they have photosynthesis, and they have weight trackers on the road, and it lets them know. You know how like at McDonald's you pull the fucking what is it? You pull right into the drive-through.
When you said that, I thought about a super fat bitch like trying to like jaywalk, fucking up the traffic signal.
Yeah.
Well, no, it records like how much weight and how many cars are backed up, and that's what lets the actual lights turn and whatnot. Smart. But in certain cities, like back towns, like dude, I'm up in fucking Maine. We go on they don't change those lights at all. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're on the same fucking lights from like the 60s.
What is it like up in Maine? That's the one place I always wanted to see. I don't know why. I think it's because of the ocean or something.
Okay, first off, which Maine?
Southern Maine.
Okay. And the other, what do you mean Southern Maine?
He means south of fucking Maine. What the fuck?
No, I'm saying there's 2 different fucking Maines, dude.
What do you mean there's 2 Maines?
There's 2.
Oh, Maine up in the top of the country, top right.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
What is the other Maine?
What's the other one?
Oregon.
Oh, you're thinking of the other Portland.
No, I'm not thinking of the other.
You're talking about a city?
I'm not talking. No, seriously, there's a Maine in Oregon.
Are you trying to say there's 2 countries called Maine?
There's not any
or
countries
2 states, 2 states called Maine.
What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of something else. I'm sorry, bro.
Okay. What I think validates this is that there's Portland, Maine, and there's Portland, Oregon, and people get those confused all the time.
Yeah, that's what I was. I'm sorry, that's what I was doing.
So, but Maine, compared to, I grew up in Long Beach, California.
Okay.
So then I moved out here, and coming from the city to like this.
Why did you move out there? Did your parents like want to fucking fish or something?
No, what it was is my mom grew up in Charlestown, and my dad grew up in Haverhill, which are both in Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
So they moved out there, and I don't know my dad too much, so he's in California, but my mom moved back to the East Coast, and instead of going to Massachusetts, she went to Maine. And we were like, all right, whatever. Well, like my brothers and I decide we still live in Maine, but we don't, we don't live with mom. She lives in the state, and we just stay close to her. But
yeah,
California fucking sucks anyway. I mean, it's okay to an extent, but I can't stand like.
The one thing,
gang violence and shit,
I wish I lived in LA. I think it would open more opportunities for what I do. But as far as having,
LA's cool to visit, but no, I don't want to live there though.
Well, I had a cousin who was a manager at Universal Records, and we were like 12 years old drinking Smirnoffs, and he used to bring us around like Universal Tower. He was on like the 12th floor of Universal, and he was a floor manager. So we had it's in our eyes, it was like key to the city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he introduced us to all these. He used to get backstage passes to all these shows, and I used to go to the fucking Whiskey when it was, I was 12 years old, going into this 21-year, plus
that's
club.
awesome.
And
that's pretty cool.
It was pretty sweet, on the Sunset Strip. But when you go to Hollywood for the first time, it's covered in bum piss and all this. You know what I mean? It's
yeah. We've been to California a lot. I mean, because almost anything outside of our YouTube channel that we have to do, is in LA. Like everything's in LA. Like
right.
Billionaires Challenges, E3, the dance-on thing that you did.
The Call of Duty Ghost, like the events and stuff like that.
And I think it was really smart for Jericho and T. Martin and fucking Gold Glove and all those guys to move out to LA because they've been able to do a lot of stuff just because they're there.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty fucking cool. I wish I still could. I mean, technically, I could just sell this house and go out to LA, but,
I wish they would do something closer on the East Coast, like New York or Massachusetts. That would be fucking dope,
Yeah, I wish there was like a mini Hollywood somewhere else. Like, I guess New York City is probably the closest thing, but it's not. It's nothing like Hollywood.
I have this thing where I'm like super interested in like Atlantic City.
Because of Boardwalk Empire?
No.
Because of Jersey Shore?
Before Boardwalk Empire.
Because of Jersey Shore?
Not at all have to do with Jersey Shore.
Because of Hurricane Sandy?
Yeah, because of fucking Hurricane Sandy. That's what I base off my next ventures. Like, as soon as they clean the shit up down in New Orleans, I'm there. Like, I like to go to the revamped places, bro.
Is it because of Chris Christie?
Who's Chris Christie?
The governor of New Jersey?
Oh, the fat dude? No.
This has been an awesome show.
Did you have anything else you wanted to bring up? This is your platform. Speak to the people.
Oh, me? I don't know. Is there anything out of habit that this show does?
No, we don't really have any catchphrases.
No.
Or anything like that. We don't have
I
any
don't know.
Listen, you have to do a cheesy like this video shit. And guys, make sure you check out all of our sponsors. The links are in the description. And go subscribe to fucking Black Worm. His link's in the description as well. Check him out for hilarious camping videos.
Absolutely.
It's very vulgar, and the word faggot and fuck are used a lot.
It's very strange when you have someone come on the scene and it's refreshing and it's new. And this is something new. This isn't your copycat fucking cookie cutter. This isn't your cookie cutter commentator. This is something interesting. So check them out.
Now, you guys watch the show. If you've come this far, you've enjoyed the show. The show is completely free. All it's going to cost you is a like and a favorite.
In fact, if this video does not get 1,000 likes, I'm quitting the BadKidCast. And if I don't see hashtag dildos for Africa on the top of everybody's videos in the community as top comment, I'm just quitting. So,
hashtag no offense to Ben Affleck.
Peace.
Can't forget that one.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Good show, man. Woo.